Wollen wir uns mal mit den Promis auseinandersetzen. Audio braucht man nicht. Versteht doch eh keiner. Ich kann jetzt zu Martin. Also, ich soll Martin immer schon abholen. Louis sieht jetzt mit der Augenklappe schon ziemlich badass aus.
Ah, have you finally found your lost love?
Don't be silly, Marty. I am not in a good mood.
Sonny's a little panicked about the party, but it's not that bad.
Hey, that's personal.
Was. Hi, Louis.
Hey, Martin. Everything all right?
Sort of. Not sure where I'll sleep tonight, but, yeah.
I'm glad everyone's so happy today.
Looking normal, Sonny? I knew you weren't gonna dress up.
I'll do it at my funeral. But I see you didn't put in much effort either.
Well, how am I gonna look in a tux next to you, huh?
And Laura wasn't in the mood to iron your clothes, huh? Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to. It was a reflex.
As usual. But you're right, by the way.
You two haven't made up yet.
I wouldn't say that. It's a little more complicated, but I think I can stay. For a while.
Well, that's something, isn't it?
Yeah, well.
So, shall we go?
Yep, let's get going.
Mann, das Blöde ist, jetzt langsam möchte ich echt wissen, worum es geht. Ne? Aber das wird wahrscheinlich wirklich eine Sache sein, die ganz zum Schluss erst rauskommt. Und dann wird es wahrscheinlich irgendwas richtig Banales sein.
At least the rain of clothes is gone. I hope they don't predict another storm in the near future.
So, shall we go?
What? Bad memories of standing around here, huh?
Haha, you're very funny.
This is so exciting. I can't believe I'm on patrol with the chicken police.
It's just a ride, Louis. Don't overreact.
You know what? Don't listen to him. I like your enthusiasm.
Thanks, Martin.
Yay! Fanboy. So.
So we were standing in front of this huge, shiny building. 3 out-of-place figures, full of doubts and questions. Meanwhile, the guests kept arriving, the cream of Clawville's high society. If I can say one thing, I certainly wasn't expecting this twist. But there was nothing to be done. I knew I had to swallow my distaste and survive the night, somehow. I couldn't wait to see Monica. I hoped she would keep her promise.
Well, I'm off to mingle. Thanks for the ride, guys.
Have fun, Louis. We'll be right there.
Wow, he bunny hopped out of here fast.
He doesn't want to be seen with the likes of us. I can understand that. I wouldn't either. Hey, what's wrong with you?
Laura Stern? And Bauer Michaels? Aaron J. Hallenhall? And Ruby Ray Ramone?
Everything okay, Marty?
These are all the biggest stars, Sonny. Not just in Clawville, but in the whole world.
I thought you had a stroke.
Don't be an ass. I can't believe we're here.
Really? Is it that big of a deal?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Jeez. So, are we going in? Let's get this over with as quickly as possible.
I'm not gonna let you crush my enthusiasm with your negativosity.
Oh, really? Is that a new word? Where did you learn that?
Fuck you, Sonny.
Also, das ist schon... Da muss schon irgendwas richtig schiefgegangen sein, wenn die halt effektiv Fuck you sagen, ne? Nicht Clock you.
this guy everywhere?
If we jumped into the car and drove to the police station right now, he'd be there too.
You think so?
I'm sure of it.
Ugh, I've got chicken bumps.
Dieser Pennerlöwe, ne? Der ist wirklich überall.
Maybe Lupus's secret stalker? Nah.
Es wäre halt witzig, wenn der wirklich irgendwann mal wichtig wird und nicht einfach nur so, ja, das ist ein NPC, den wir halt, wir haben halt einen, den wir überall einsetzen.
Did you know that the Ivory Palace was the most famous cabaret in the wilderness before it was turned into a cinema?
What cabaret?
Well, you know, easy women, long thighs flying everywhere, skirts twirling, screams of pleasure, lots of booze and smoke and...
Okay, I get it. Don't get too excited.
So, yeah, this was the famous cat litter cabaret.
Wow. Well, it sounds, intriguing. Thanks for the history lesson, kid.
Anytime, Boss Bird.
Achso, warte, hat er nicht noch jemand anders?
This should have been scraped off before the premiere.
Blood Boil must have been pissed about it.
Huh, I'll say.
Do you really think they think that? I mean, the people of the city? After all the sacrifices we've made for them?
They're caught between two fires, Marty. You can't blame them. On one hand, they're being squeezed by increasingly feral criminal gangs. And on the other, well, there's the harsh police restrictions and temporary curfews.
They've done nothing. Still, they get the short end of the stick, huh?
That's right.
But still, really blaming us? We're literally dying for them. Just think of the Great Massacre.
They'll understand one day, when their grandchildren read about these times in history books.
Well, that's small comfort to those who get shot in the line of duty.
It is indeed. But it's also true the other way around.
You mean police brutality?
Kind of. Think about the ones who die from a stray bullet instead of a gang member.
There's no such thing as black and white, huh?
I see you've grown up. No, Marty, and there never was. But don't let that put you off. In fact, when you realize that, it's quite a liberating feeling.
Really? Well, I don't feel free yet.
You'll get used to it.
So, jetzt kann ich
This guy's more than the actual star, Sonny. This guy's a symbol.
He's quite depressing in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he'd be a bit of a stronger character, I admit, but it shows what magic cinema can do.
You're really into this stuff, aren't you?
This is the future, Sonny. In fact,
hab
I
immer noch das
imagine there will
Gefühl,
be a
dass die
time when we can be
Schauspieler
part of the
haben.
movies ourselves, like players.
Really? That sounds, interesting.
You're just saying.
Yeah, I was just saying.
So, nochmal. Ich habe immer noch das Gefühl, dass die Schauspieler genommen haben, die 10 Posen machen lassen und dann die Typen. Ja, es sind halt schon ein paar mehr. Halt, weil du hast ja männlich und weiblich, ne? Und ja, klar, du, die wenigsten haben halt dann irgendwie andere Hände oder sowas, ne? Weil oftmals ist es auch so, dass die halt dann alle Handschuhe tragen, ne? Nur die wenigsten sieht man dann effektiv die Hände. Ne? Und ja, es sind halt eigentlich immer nur ein bisschen Menschenkörper, wo die halt einfach Tierköpfe raufkommen. Also die Insekten sind halt am eigenartigsten, am besondersten so.
To the great wild ones, it's been a long time since I felt so out of place.
Come on, Sonny. There'll be so many celebrities here you won't even be noticed.
I hope so.
Don't worry, boss. If anybody tries to talk to you, I'll jump in front of you like a meat shield.
Thanks, buddy.
Ja, sowas ist immer wichtig. Oh nein, Leute wollen mit mir reden. Ah.
Hello, boys.
Monica, what are you doing here?
There's someone here who needed me. So here I am.
Wow, really? So who's the lucky guy? Wait, what? No. You're not saying that you and him...
Oh, it's not a date, Marty. Sonny just asked me to be here tonight.
For backup.
Yeah, for a backup.
Ah, I get it. Backup, of course.
Marty, please.
Can you feel that? Something in the air. What is it? Maybe love?
Shut up, Marty.
Hey, that's not your line.
Hey, thanks, Mon.
You're welcome, Boss Bird.
But really, thanks, sweetheart.
Anytime.
What are you guys whispering about? You're not talking behind my back, are you?
What? Oh, Marty, come on. Let's go say hi to some fancy-ass celebrities.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Lewis, everything all right?
Couldn't be better, Sonny. They say the film is going to be a masterpiece, and the king is supposed to be arriving soon.
I can't wait.
Oh, don't be so cynical, Sonny. Being nice to the king can't be all bad.
You know, I don't think we're gonna find common ground, but, you never know, huh?
Now you're talking. Finally something positive from you, old friend.
Must be the champagne.
But we haven't had any yet. Really, where can I get a drink around here?
Haven't you learned anything from last time?
I don't want it for myself, but I'm sure it'll loosen you up a bit.
You don't want to see me drunk, Marty.
I'd like to see you both drunk. Okay, that sounded weird.
A little.
Just a teeny weeny bit.
Listen, Lewis, I always trusted you. Could you keep your eyes open for me?
Both of them.
Marty.
What? Oh, for heaven's sorry. I didn't mean to be so rude. Please turn a blind eye to that.
All right, Marty, that's enough.
But I'm not doing it on purpose.
Come on, it's nothing. And of course, you can count on me, Sonny. Are we on some kind of a secret mission?
Just keep an eye out in case you see or hear anything interesting. Okay?
You can count on me, big guy.
I was a real first-class jerk, right?
Correct.
Yep. Du hast quasi ein Fettnäpfchen gesehen und bist da halt mit volle Möhre reingesprungen. Louis war doch... Ja, genau. Das ist der Vermieter vom Hotel und der hat einen Immobilienmann.
Long live the king.
This sculpture portrays our dear Hector as a little more valiant than he really is.
True, but still, aren't you excited to meet the king today?
Excited? No, I wouldn't use that word. I'm a little curious.
Is there anything in this world that makes your feet leave the ground?
I think there is, but she's already left the country.
Now there's two women I can think of.
Shut your beak, Marty.
Sonny, my heart.
Oh my God, are you having a heart attack?
I'm gonna die here.
Damn it, Marty, take a deep breath.
Is that Cassandra Ruby Faye?
What?
I can't believe I get to see her in person.
You big, stupid, feathered bastard. I thought you were gonna die here.
Wow, me too for a second.
I swear I'll kill you myself.
If she talks to me, I'll die anyway.
You're such an asshole.
Finally, you're here. I've been worried to death.
To death?
Oh, please, it's not funny.
It is a little.
Have you had a good look around? Have you questioned everyone?
Questioned? Why would we do that?
You might find out something.
This isn't how it works. We're here to observe, that's all. And we don't get paid overtime for that.
I told you, money's not a problem.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. We're here to look after you.
Stop being such a chicken, Cassidy. The chicken police are here.
You...
So.
Cassandra Ruby Faye.
Wir haben
To
schon
the
gehört,
best of my knowledge,
dass er
I am.
Geldprobleme hat. Also,
You know who we are?
Silly. Of course I do. Who wouldn't?
Hold me, Sonny. I think I'm gonna faint.
Hold still, you big oaf. Excuse me, ma'am. My partner's a bit of a bird brain.
You're funny.
Are we? Well, that's good to know.
Ignore Cassidy. The Premier is getting to him. It's like that before all his big movies.
Well, anything, try to enjoy the evening. We'll be here if you need anything.
Thank you, Detective. See, Paw Paw? You'll be all right in here.
Don't call me that in front of people. I've told you 1,000 times.
This woman, she gives me goosebumps. I mean, chicken bumps.
Yeah, I can't believe she dumped us for Moses and Plato. What a cat. Still, that physique. Wow.
You know, Marty, I'm seriously impressed that you see the point in every situation.
Thanks, boss. Feathery gods, that's Charles Rufus Vidor.
They're saying some pretty awful things about him.
Every genius is a little loony, right?
Oh, he's more than a little loony. He's a real big-time predator.
He seems like a fun guy. He's so chubby.
Yeah, with poisonous spikes.
Ach, das ist ein Kugelfisch. Ich dachte mir schon so, hä?
Hey, Mon. Thanks again.
For what? I was just escorting Blood Boil.
Yeah, right. You can't fool me. I ain't no stupid bird. No, I'm not.
Martin, you're imagining things again.
You read too many conspiracy theories.
Hey, don't get in my head and try to make me look dumber than I am, okay?
Okay. You're right.
What about Laura, Marty?
Well, I guess I can stay home for tonight.
Hey, well, that's something.
Yep, something.
Cheer up, you big bird. It'll all work out in the end.
Thanks, Mon. I hope so.
Thank you for being here, Mon. Sir,
So you came. I am glad to see you.
we had no choice, sir, but I'm glad we're still able to surprise you.
Just keep a close eye on Mr. Lupus. His fears may be unjustified, but if they're not, and you're not around,
We'll be watching, sir. You have our word.
good. Now go and blend in.
As if it were so easy.
You'll find a way, chickens.
Okay. Sonst noch was? Achso.
The old dog is right. If anything happens to the wolf, we'll be fried chicken.
So. Achso.
Sonny,
Mr. Featherland?
You're both right.
I've been looking forward to meeting the famous chicken police in the flesh.
You know who we are? You're Charles Rufus Vidor, the director of El Wolf and a myriad of other movie wonders.
Looking at his partner, I'm not surprised he knows who we are, Marty. Hello, Meredith.
Sonny, Martin. How surprising to see you here.
Well, it's a surprise to see you too, believe me. How are you? Looking for inspiration for a new book?
As a matter of fact, one of her books will soon be made into one of my movies.
One of the chicken police stories?
No, not at all.
You know, at one time, I would have liked to have made a film about you chickens, but it wouldn't have been good for business. You understand, all those nasty rumors.
Nasty rumors?
They say all kinds of things, am I right? For instance, that you're the reason these horrible criminal gangs are flooding the city.
Oh, is that all? It's nothing.
And that you may have even planned the assassination of the head of the Westler Empire at the request of a rival gang. But I wouldn't bore you with such nonsense. Animals can be cruel, can't they?
That is an understatement.
Yeah? Well, that's a little more disturbing indeed, but if you ever want to make a movie about the famous chicken police, we're ready for it.
Oh, no, young man, that ship has sailed. But I have heard of two other aspiring detectives.
Please. No, not them.
Moses and Plato. That's their name. Well, I think it was.
Oh, that's it. It's over. Kill me, Sonny, please.
It's for the best, Marty. Filmmaking isn't a life insurance policy these days.
Well, what do you mean?
We're here for a reason, but the rest, unfortunately, is classified information.
I see. Interesting.
Our life is always like that. All excitement and danger. Now, if you'll excuse me,
Ich finde das nebenbei eigentlich schon ganz lustig, dass er halt in so dem... Es ist ein kompletter Kugelfisch. Halt einfach den wirklich nur auf den Körper gesetzt. Und nebenbei, dass er halt den H2O als Maske hat. Also, das finde ich schon sehr amüsant. Also so Liebe fürs Detail.
Meredith H. Marble.
Sonny Featherland.
I am genuinely surprised to see you here.
I am always at events like these.
I bet. But running into you at Mr. Lupus's movie premiere, of all things.
What are you implying, detective? Are you trying to play cat and mouse with me? I know your methods. I've written 10 books about you.
You only write about what you think you know.
I honestly do not know what you mean. Why shouldn't I be here, today of all days?
Tell me, how well do you know Mr. Lupus?
Oh, is that what this is about? I do not know what you know, or what you think you know. But my conscience is clear.
Is that so?
I hope you're not trying to make a scene.
Oh, no, I would never do that. I'm done for now. Maybe I'll have more questions later. Tell me, did everything go well with the shooting of El Wolf?
A shoot never goes well, Mr. Featherland. And when the stars are so sensitive, like Mr. Lupus and Ms. Fay,
And?
scandal is almost inevitable.
Scandal?
Do you not read the papers?
Sonny? No, not really.
Look, I had a few run-ins with Mr. Lupus, that's all I can say. But like I said, they're pretty common on set. He's an egotistical actor. I'm a great director. And the two don't always go together.
Have you ever threatened him?
What?
Sonny, are you sure you're...
It's an innocent question. You can answer yes or no.
No, at least not in the sense of what you're insinuating, sir.
And what am I insinuating?
That I threatened to kill him. No, it never happened.
I see. Thank you.
Hat niemals irgendwas von Töten gesagt. Also, Sonny. Also, da hast du dir jetzt gerade schon selber böse in die Karten
I
gespielt.
got what I wanted from him. For now. Is everything okay with the guests? Is there anyone who might disturb you?
But Mr. Featherline, what do you mean?
Land, Featherland. Maybe someone you know but wish you didn't?
Please, not in front of Cassandra.
You must mean Mr. Vidor. Well, if so, you're absolutely right, Detective. The man is an animal. He's a monster. And after this film, I never want to work with him again.
Oh, yes, of course, darling. We're certainly not working with him anymore.
That's good to know. I'm glad you two are in sync. There are no secrets or anything.
It's rare these days.
Detectives, please, can we enjoy our evening?
Oh, yes, of course. Be my guest.
Sonny, you are evil.
You think so? Maybe, a little bit. But I was playing it soft. The wolf's reaction said a lot about the situation.
A wolf with a cat obsession. For the big wild ones, I never would have guessed.
Says the chicken who married a cougar.
Hey, you're being mean again.
Yeah, you're right. It's a habit.
So.
I'll leave him alone for now.
Okay.
I haven't introduced myself yet. My name is Cassandra Ruby Faye. Nice to meet you all.
For the love of the wild ones. Is it you? In the flesh? You're even more, you know.
I don't really know what you mean, but it's sweet of you.
You're beautiful.
Oh, my. Please, a little quieter.
Sorry. I mean, yes, I said it. You're a knockout, you know. I'm married, and I love her, but you, I mean, I love your movies, and...
Okay, Marty. Take it easy. Everything's gonna be fine.
Calm down.
Take a deep breath.
I'm really very honored and pleased to have made such an impression on you, but it's a bit awkward for me.
Sometimes I forget how excited he can get. Excuse us.
But he'll be all right, won't he?
Don't worry, lady. This isn't the first time he's got like this. Have you seen anything strange? Anything interesting happen?
Other than everyone being a braggart and me feeling like some village bumpkin who got lost in the royal court, nothing worth mentioning.
You're telling me. I feel like a lump of coal in a chest full of diamonds.
It's actually the other way around. You know, Sonny, not everything that glitters is gold.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Der König.
An impressive entrance, if I ever saw one.
Indeed it is.
Who could that woman be? You don't think she's...
Yes, I do, Marty. She's the king's new advisor. And from the looks of her, probably a lot more than that.
Oh, hush my heart. Why is there always a heartbreaking femme fatale behind everything?
Maybe the world is testing you.
Yeah, maybe. But if Laura finds out what kind of environment I was in, she'll bite my head off. And I mean that.
Come on, Marty. Just take a deep breath and enjoy the evening. So, shall we talk to the king?
Well, you don't have to ask me twice.
Let's get to it. Your Majesty. Dear lady.
If it isn't the world-famous chicken police, Sonny Featherland and McMurdoch.
McChicken. Lady, Marty McChicken.
Ah,
Hey,
yes,
to the king,
exactly.
baby.
Marty McChicken, silly me. I've always been terrible with names.
Ah, don't worry about it. I keep forgetting it myself.
Are you investigating even now? If you ask me, with all the sinners here, the whole hall could be arrested right away.
Well, it's nice to finally meet you, ma'am. You know, we hear a lot about you.
I can imagine. All bad things?
Nothing else.
Hello, gentlemen. I've heard a lot about you, too. Indeed.
This is truly an honor, Your Majesty.
Come on, cut the chit-chat. It's so not like you. I've read a couple of your books, so I know exactly what kind of chaps you are.
Ah, those books again. Well, sir, if I may...
And what adventures! I really admire and envy you fellows. So don't play innocent with me. I know you're a pair of hard-boiled, rotten eggs.
Sir, with all due respect, those books are mostly fiction.
Ah, don't be so modest with me, Mr. Featherland. And you certainly don't need to pretend in front of such a spiritual leader. You see, she can see right into your soul.
You say, spiritual leader?
Hector always exaggerates. There's a small community of souls of which I am indeed the guide. It's called the New Unity Church.
Yeah, I think I've heard of it.
You know, you're much shorter in person than I thought you'd be, Mr. Featherland.
That's why I bring Marty with me everywhere, Your Majesty.
Oh, yes, the humor. I've heard legends about your, unique sense of humor.
Unique. That's a fine way of putting it.
But allow me to introduce formally my, how shall I say?
I am his advisor and spiritual guide.
You see? That's exactly it. She always helps me out when I'm in trouble.
Really? That's interesting.
It was nice meeting you, Miss...
Kayla.
Just Kayla?
Lady Kayla. To be more precise.
Ah, I see. Lady Kayla.
Now, if you'll excuse us, we need to go mingle. It's sort of a mandatory protocol.
Of course, we understand. Have a nice evening. We'll probably run into each other again.
Of that, I'm sure.
Did you notice...
Her legs? Who wouldn't?
No, not that, you dummy. That the king hardly dared speak beside her.
No wonder. I couldn't spit or swallow around her.
It's a bit strange, though. Hector was never the talkative type, but now she answers for him.
Isn't that a counselor's job?
Maybe. But I'm
Bist du bestimmt
suspicious
ein
of
Level,
this
ne?
dame.
Of course you are. You can tell she's a demon a mile away, but that doesn't necessarily make him an evil conspirator.
That sentence was a bit contradictory.
Two roosters live in my body, constantly fighting with each other.
Listen, Marty,
Wow, why are you so serious now?
we're splitting up.
What do you mean we're splitting up?
In the heat of the party, Blood Boil won't even notice you're gone. If I disappear, he'll notice it right away.
Oh, I see. You mean Frank?
We have to find his body. To do that, we need to know where the factory is and how to get inside.
Okay, great plan.
Is it?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I thought you didn't want to leave the fancy party.
Come on, Sonny. You know me better than that. Fancy parties or not, Frank was our friend. And this case is more important.
It is. You're right.
Thanks for trusting me, boss.
Who else am I gonna trust?
Okay, I'm on my way. If I hurry, I can catch the midnight bus.
Bus, get the hell out of here. Take my car.
You're serious? I've never driven her before. She's your little rickety treasure.
Just keep her in one piece, okay?
And keep me in one piece too, if possible.
Yeah, that's important too. Now go.
Okay, Boss Bird. I'll come back for you, and I'll find out what I need to find out.
You do that, young fella.
Well, how'd he take it?
Surprisingly well. You know, you can say a lot of things about Marty, but you can always count on him in times of trouble.
A real partner, huh?
More than that.
And what about us?
What about us?
I mean, what's the next step? Here, tonight?
Oh, yeah. Well, we're mostly just trying to survive the night. There's one more thing I want to ask the King's new advisor, and it'd be nice if another woman were present. I suspect she'll speak to me in a very different tone.
I'm ready for her.
Ja, also das mit Marty, das war gerade so, oh. Also, dass es ein feiner Kerl ist, ja, ist klar, aber so, weil es für so, ja, ich habe vergessen, dass er ein richtig feiner Kerl ist. So.
Hey, Phil, what are you doing here?
Did you replace Marty? Too bad. Next to a pretty flower like that, you look even worse than before.
Oh, thanks for the compliment, Philip.
Just Philmar. I no longer use that dusty old name.
I understand. Old names are associated with old sins, am I right?
You know a lot more than all of us, Monica.
Thanks, Philmar.
Hey, can I get you some champagne? I'm feeling a bit redundant.
Oh, hello, Sonny.
You didn't answer my question. What are you doing here?
Me? Nothing, really. I worked for someone recently, a secret benefactor who threw me a ticket. Thought I'd check out what this big fuss is about, and it's kind of a letdown.
Your story is plausible.
Believe it or not.
You're not even trying anymore, are you?
We're old, Sonny, and we've done this tango too many times.
All right. Enjoy the party, Nighthawk. See you later.
As long as there's champagne, I'll be here.
Just leave some for everyone else.
Fuck you, Sonny.
Forgive me for rushing off so quickly last time. Now we have some privacy. But where's your partner?
Marty's got a bit of a weak stomach. He couldn't take all that syrupy chit-chat.
And who is this fine young lady?
Monica Rosen, ma'am.
Ah, Monica Rosen. Mother Hen on duty at the police station.
I beg your pardon?
Please don't
weiß
take
ein
this the
bisschen
wrong
viel.
way, but I have a personal acquaintance with Chief Inspector Bloodboil. He's told me a lot about you and nothing but good things.
I can imagine.
Monica's been helping me out while my partner's indisposed.
Oh, I quite understand. But please, I'm at your disposal. Ask me anything you want. I have a feeling that even though you're not here to work today, you have some rather interesting questions.
I always have, sweetheart.
Sonny, this woman makes my feathers stand on end.
Oh, come on. She's perfectly normal.
Did you hear the way she talked to me or to you? She looks down on everybody.
Don't judge, Mon. She may be gold on the inside.
Yeah. Then open your eyes and shake your head a little.
You think I'm gonna be charmed by a babe like her?
I don't know. Are you?
Never mind. Let's ask her while we still can.
Fine.
I know what I wanted to know.
Okay.
Kayla. Or rather, Lady Kayla. She has an almost otherworldly superiority, with the king as her lapdog. It'd be easy to appeal to her vanity, but it could backfire. This woman is smart, very smart, and she's cunning too. Not just because she's a fox. So I'll have to be careful. I need to soften her up first, work on her ego, and when she's vulnerable, hit her with the hard questions. I may never get the chance to question an animal of her class again, so I better do this right. Are you here in a private or an official capacity?
You mean, am I the king's companion or his advisor?
You could put it that way.
Foggy phrasing, foggy answer. Both. And maybe neither.
I'm gonna be in trouble here.
I'm just kidding, Detective. And how about you? Are you here as a police officer or as a simple citizen?
As a simple citizen, I'd be snoring in an armchair with a half-empty bottle in my hand.
You can't be that cliched.
Unfortunately, I am.
Well then, ask me anything you like. In your official capacity.
How can I refuse that offer? Let's see.
So. Wir haben den König kennengelernt. Der König war also am Anfang an ihr Ziel. Wissen Sie, sind eine Art von Frau, die sich in der Nähe von König aufhält. Wie gesagt, sollte er erstmal ein bisschen
You know, you're
schmeicheln.
exactly the kind of woman who fits in with the barons and kings.
I know you're just trying to flatter me, but I like it anyway. What can I say? I'm a vain woman. But you forgot to ask me your question.
Yes, I did. So, how did you get in touch with the king? How many fancy parties did you have to attend before you, accidentally bumped into him?
It was quite different, Mr. Featherland. You see, I just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Please don't take this the wrong way, sweetheart, but you're the type of woman around whom coincidences just don't happen.
You don't really believe in them, do you?
Let's just say coincidences don't fit into my line of work.
Believe it or not, my church was still very small when the king found out about it. At that time, I was still giving spiritual support to ordinary individuals.
Spiritual support, huh? And that's what the king needed?
Oh, yes. You have no idea what a burden the weight of the crown is. And I like to help where I can.
Yeah.
What kind of church are we talking about? Beyond what the slogans say.
The new Unity Church offers unity in a world where everything is about separation and hostility.
Which means...
You're a very objective animal. Am I right?
Let's just say I'm a bird who'll let pretty words roll right off him if they don't have any real meaning.
Our organization is here to help. Mental comfort, but also financial aid. We clothe, we shelter, we feed those in need. You see, in the Hive, we have already set up 4 homeless shelters and 2 orphanages.
Really? That sounds nice. But isn't the Hive dangerous for the poor and needy these days?
And that is why we operate there, Mr. Featherland. To ease tension.
But shouldn't those who are in danger be evacuated?
We don't believe in running away from trouble, Detective. We face it.
Ah, so you're warriors, too.
Only if it's necessary, Mr. Featherland.
Aha, von mir so. Hey, die halt richtig schlecht geht, die werden halt quasi gekillt und ausgeschlachtet. Also, ja, und wenn man jetzt dafür sorgen würde, dass die halt dann evakuiert werden, könnte man die nicht killen und ausschlachten. Also, so sind die halt in Obdachlosenheimen und so, dann weiß man ja wenigstens, wo man die findet, ne? Heilmethode. Sie kommen genau rechtzeitig fürs Elend. Nicht wahr?
Would you say your organization is the cure for the city's illness?
We're not naive, Mr. Featherland. The city's problems are so deep-rooted that they cannot be fixed in just a few years. But we're not afraid to take responsibility. If it takes a decade, it takes a decade, but eventually, Clawville will be something different.
Different? How exactly?
We can go back to our old values, to the dream Clawville was built on. Equality, fellowship, shared fulfillment.
That does sound good. How's it going? Because all I see from here is flames.
Don't be so cynical, Mr. Featherland. Believe me, the signs are there. You just have to look for them.
I'll try, once I've wiped the ashes from my eyes. How's your great healing crusade going?
Unfortunately, we're only treating the symptoms for now, Mr. Featherland. But that's changing.
What do you mean?
We're radically changing the way the animals of this city think. And we've started in the hive.
Because the desperate are easily radicalized?
Because the desperate need help and guidance the most.
But they don't have much choice, do they?
The city doesn't have a choice, Mr. Featherland. Either let it be overrun by filth, or look to the glory of the past. Brace itself and confront the evil.
Confront? Well, you're just a charity, right? Or you mean the riots?
Violence is not always the answer to violence.
Not always. Is it sometimes?
You, Mr. Featherland, like twisting words beyond recognition, don't you?
Busted, baby. It's my favorite hobby.
So. Fand die Stimme so richtig. Ja, so gibt es ein paar düstere Details. Das ist natürlich ein bisschen doof.
Have you always been religious?
You mean in my past? As a child?
Exactly.
I was born into a religious family, yes. Although I always found the Clawville common religion rather old-fashioned and shabby. I thought so as a child. I could see that it was not keeping up with the crazy changes in the world.
What are you driving at?
Our religion is a religion of extremes. Destruction and creation. I've always believed that these two extremes do exist and need each other. There is a real middle ground, paved with gold.
Hence the sheep and wolf on your posters. One body with two heads.
The lamb and the wolf living together in the same body is the perfect example of who we are. We are animals. We are savages. But if we recognize and accept ourselves and stop trying to be something we're not, we could become enlightened.
Everyone equal.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
This city was built on that dream, sweetheart. And as I see it, it's rapidly falling apart.
That's exactly why we're here. We want to change that.
So. So, wenn ihre Bemühungen durch die Gangs und Sekten beeinträchtigt. Und die Gangs macht es ihnen nichts aus, zu terrorisieren. Sie leben praktisch mit den Gangs aus den Sektenlisten unter einem Dach. Das ist ja glaube ich so nicht gleich.
How about the fact that one of the most dangerous and influential gangs has taken up residence in the hive? Doesn't this harm your ambitions?
You mean the Golden Fang clan?
Their leader, Mick, is an old acquaintance. We took out his boss.
And you should be proud of what you've accomplished. Although your actions have set off an avalanche that's accelerated the process.
You think it's our fault the city's run by criminal gangs?
No, not at all. I simply said you accelerated it. A process that was going to happen eventually. For that, I am grateful. Thanks in part to you, the church is thriving. If it weren't for you, there wouldn't be so many desperate souls wanting redemption.
I don't know what to make of that.
Be proud of it. You're making your mark, Mr. Featherland. No one can doubt that.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of the clan?
Whilst the clan and the Great Web are busy fighting their petty battles, they're not bothering the common folk.
That's a dashingly optimistic statement.
Perhaps. Or maybe it's just practical.
Also, nebenbei, wie ich es schon gesagt habe, leg dich nicht mit Mick an. So, da war ich hier.
Why do I get the feeling that you're not only King Hector's advisor, but something a little bit more?
Now you're turning tabloid journalist. But yes, as the press have been gossiping for a while now, Hector and I are closely connected, spiritually speaking.
Oh, that's quite an elegant way of putting it. So you're his mistress.
Perhaps one day I'll be his wife.
That would look pretty good on your resume. 2 years leader of a small church, then queen. Quite a career.
Tell me, Mr. Featherland, based on what we just talked about, do you think I'm such a simple, gold-digging harlot?
Simple? No, I wouldn't say that.
What is surprising about a man and a woman who work together closely for a long time, slowly starting to feel something for each other? You've never been in that situation? Or are you in it right now?
Get out of my head.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. So, are we done here?
I think we are. I think we're done here. Although I admit I have more questions than answers.
But you said yourself, this isn't a real interrogation.
It isn't. Basically, we were just having a nice chat.
Whatever you say, Mr. Featherland. And I'm pleasantly surprised.
That's delightful.
Don't you feel the same way?
Oh, I don't judge so hastily, sweetheart. But it was a valuable conversation, that's for sure.
You seem so stiff on the outside. But I think, no, I feel that inside the opposite is true. You're very emotional and vulnerable.
Good to know. You see?
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about.
Das erste Mal, dass ich da hier voll abgeräumt habe. Das nehme ich doch gerne mit. So, geht gleich weiter. So, jetzt mal kurz gucken. Lady Killer Mick, beziehungsweise Sunny. Eher Sunny. So. Ich habe da leider nicht so viel mit zu tun. Ja. So. Ich wollte eben nur nebenbei mal eBay aufhaben. Ich bin nur neugierig, weil das geht in 23 Minuten ist das zu Ende. Noch bin ich halt Höchstbinder. So, ein neuer Versuch. Nee,
This was fun. I mean that, honestly.
No offense, sweetheart, but you're not easy to figure out.
I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you, Mr. Featherland.
But I must ask you this. Do you really think the city needs to be reborn?
Absolutely. And rebirth must always come with sacrifice.
That sounds kind of ominous.
There's little reason for optimism, is there? I think we should look forward and strive for a better future. But if we sit and wait, life will pass us by. We have to do something about it.
Yeah, well, we can agree on that.
Glad to hear it, Mr. Featherland.
Ja, es ist halt so. Es kommen halt gerade immer mehr neue Sachen ins Spiel. Also, okay, du hast dann jetzt auch noch diese Religionstante, die halt sagt, von wegen, ja, wenn die Stadt neu geboren werden soll, müssen halt Opfer gebracht werden. So, ja, wenn ihr doch vorher immer von Flammen und sonst irgendwas reden, ja, das ist denn immer so ein Ding. Es wirkt halt echt so, okay, ja, dann brennen wir halt die Stadt nieder und bauen die halt wieder auf, ne? So, ja, wie der Phönix aus der Asche. Ja. So, jetzt aber erstmal. So. So, Leute, ich wünsche euch dann ein schönes Wochenende. Also, Prost, Kampai, Cheers, Sloshy und hau weg die Scheiße. Ei. It's time to take a sip. No.
Hey, Lewis, you all right? You look a little lost.
Sure, Sonny. I'm more of an observer right now.
You haven't really settled back into these circles yet, have you?
No, not at all. But I'll be honest, I'm a little embarrassed if that woman is here.
Which woman?
That woman. Lady Kayla, of course. Around her, the king is quite different. She makes my ears itch.
That's never a good sign.
No, it's not.
Do you think she's leading the king astray?
It's a strange thing. I wouldn't say that. Like she's doing nothing but charity and helping animals in need. Yet there's an inexplicably sinister aura about her.
I feel it too.
Because you've always had good instincts, Sonny.
And because he thinks everyone in the world is suspicious.
Oh, I almost didn't notice you. Hello, dear Monica.
It's all right. I'm just an observer myself, Mr. Hayworth.
I see.
Hast du doch gerade aus der Dose. Ja, ich hab das nur vorgelesen, was du meintest. Oh ja. Und nebenbei ist es ein ganz schlechtes Zeichen, wenn Louis jemand nicht mag oder es unangenehm ist.
No more questions. At least for now.
Detective, and your lovely lady partner. How can I help you?
Well, Your Majesty, I just thought, as this is a special and hardly repeatable occasion for me, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Oh, of course, I'd be delighted.
Unfortunately, Hector, His Majesty, is extremely tired. Am I not right?
Well, that's true, dear, but, well, I don't think it would be a problem if...
No, this is not the time. The inspector can make an appointment for an audience later. It's been a long night, and it's far from over.
Oh, right, yes, it is. Lady Kayla's right. Sorry, Detective Inspector, I'm extremely tired. Perhaps next time.
Well, if that's what you really want.
Yes, I think I do.
All right. Have a good evening, Your Majesty.
What was that?
Exactly what you think, Sweetbeak. She had him wrapped perfectly around her silky fingers and was rubbing it in our faces.
It was like a movie. Totally surreal.
Maybe that's the point. She's showing off her authority. She's showing us that she can do anything.
But why?
Because she's a predator to the core. She likes to toy with her prey.
I don't like where this is going, Sonny.
I don't either.
Oh my goodness, aren't you...
Shit.
Monica Rosen? Monica Rosen, the Velvet Queen?
The what?
Hello, Cassidy.
Wait a minute. You know each other?
That's an understatement, my friend.
Oh, no. Don't say you two are...
What? No, Sonny, what do you mean?
Well, Monica was my... she was...
Yeah, you can say it out loud. I was your father's mistress a lifetime ago.
Come on, dear Monica, it wasn't that simple.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was. And that's the end of the subject.
Yes. Yes, of course. I get it. I understand, of course.
Good.
So what is this velvet thing?
The Velvet Queen? Oh, well, I think you better hang on, Mr. Featherworld, because...
All right. Stop right there. Sonny, come on. I want to talk to you in private. Cassidy, I'm coming for you too.
Hey, okay, take it easy.
Sonny,
I'm a little dizzy, I admit.
I don't blame you. Look, Sonny, what you heard is true.
You used to be his father's lover?
Just for a little while. I was just a young girl who'd been thrown out of the country and into the big city. I was a waitress in all sorts of dives for a while, and then someone discovered me. And then I did a review show at the Coconut Cauldron.
The Velvet Queen.
That was my stage name. A lifetime ago. And Lupus's father was kind, charming, rich, and a scumbag con man.
I see.
It was just a fling. Lots of money, glitter, and glamour. Movie premieres, expensive hotels, and then... well, in the end, the guy ran off and took everything with him.
What do you mean?
Well, I didn't have much money, but you know me. I'm thorough and organized, and when I do something, I do it right. I had savings. Quite a lot of savings, and a small inheritance, too.
And he left you broke?
Yep, that's it. I had to start all over again. But I was just a little girl. I had my whole life ahead of me, so I went for it. I knew I'd never be a showgirl again.
Does this have anything to do with what happened at the range? That you were so upset?
The whole town is covered in El Wolf commercials. And Cassidy's face, of course. When I knew him, he was just a young pup. But he's grown up now, and he reminds me of his father a lot. Not a great memory.
I'll bet. You know, it's weird, but somehow I never thought about you having a life before the police.
Look, Sonny, if you'd rather go it alone from now on, I totally understand.
What? No, of course not, Mon. It's out of the question. I still appreciate you being here. I really do.
Thanks, Boss Bird. And I'm sorry to dump all the dark stains of my past on you.
Come on, Mon. I've been doing the same with you since the day we met.
Well, that's true.
But if Marty finds out...
I beg your pardon?
What? No, nothing. My beak is sealed.
Right. Let's, forget about all this and focus on what we're here for, okay?
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The much-anticipated film is about to begin.
It is sure to be an amazing experience. Am I right, Your Majesty?
What? Oh, yes, of course. Sounds wonderful. I can't wait to see it.
Finally. I thought it would never start.
Darling, you'll see this is well worth the wait.
See you after the film.
No way, Sonny. Marty's not here anyway, so I'll sit next to you. I promised I'd take care of you, didn't I?
Mon, you don't have to look after me. That's not why I...
Shh. I'm coming with you.
Okay. I hope you don't mind if I snore.
Oh, don't worry. I'll elbow you in the side.
Ja, genau das wollte ich hören. So, erstmal müssen wir mal den...
What's this? You two together? Where's Martin?
Just, powdering his beak, boss. And Monica and I were just talking.
You two aren't, how shall I put it, so you know, that you...
Um Himmels Willen, wo denken Sie hin? Wir sind uns nutzvöllig gelaufen. Ich wollte jetzt nicht eine große Glocke hängen, aber wir werden heiraten. Okay. Ja komm, den verarschen wir eh die ganze Zeit. Also das
We didn't want to mention this just yet, but, hell, why not? We're getting married.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry you have to find out like this.
Sonny, stop fooling around. Sir, Sonny was just having fun. He must have had a little too much champagne.
All right. Yes, I was kidding. Was I kidding?
Stop it.
Okay. I'm done.
Stop this sweet talk immediately. It makes my stomach turn.
gut, haben wir das geklärt.
Boss, you never told me you knew this Lady Kayla.
Well, I only know her superficially, but my wife goes to a church.
Your wife joined the new Unity Church?
Join? No, not to my knowledge, but all are welcome there. I myself once attended.
Yeah, schon.
Cluck me.
You just keep your beak out of everything, understand? Besides, aren't you supposed to be looking out for the wolf?
Wolf? Oh, yeah. I'm looking out for him. He's somewhere in the crowd. Oh, I just saw him. Or was it him?
Sonny, behave.
Don't pull my tail, Santino, or I'll chew you to pieces.
Yes, sir.
Ja, weil man muss ja auch dazu sagen, Marty hatte ja auch schon mal angesprochen, so hey, Sonny, du willst ja irgendwie gehen, willst Weltreise machen, aber auch nur, weil du nichts hier hast, was dich hält. Ne? Und dann, vielleicht solltest du jemanden suchen, was dich hier hält. Und so Monika wäre ja schon mal ein Anfang, ne?
Wow. The balcony? Well, this is something. I thought I was sitting with the boss.
Won't old Bloodboil be barking if you're not with him?
Probably. But he'll get over it.
Wow. You know, I've never seen you like this.
Like what? Helping a friend?
No, I was thinking more like...
What?
It's like, well, I don't know. You're, liberated and, spontaneous.
That's cute. But, shh. The movie's about to start.
The movies really imprison the souls of us animals. There are tribes in the colonies that believe that. It's a pretty nice place, I'll give it that. Cluck. This crowd. It makes me feel scratchy.
Sonny, why didn't you ever tell me you were afraid of crowds?
I'm not.
I know you are, so don't play stupid. From now on, I won't send you into situations like this.
Wait, and have everyone think I'm a freak? No thanks.
Don't be such a baby. Nobody thinks that.
I didn't even tell Marty, who's like a little brother to me. The guys at the station and the press, they'd tear me apart.
Maybe. Anyway, thanks for telling me.
But I didn't.
You did, but not with words, Sonny. The point is, I'm here. You're gonna be fine. If you panic, I'll get you out of here.
Thanks, Sweetbeak.
You're welcome, you big dumb bird. What is it?
Nothing. This is a strange situation. And I can't even see Cassidy from here. What if they try to kill him during the movie? Who booked me this seat?
You really think someone's trying to kill Cassidy?
I don't know. That's the tough thing about paranoid people. Are their fears real or just fiction?
Then how about we just try to enjoy the movie?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's my job, and...
When was the last time you let yourself loose, huh? Seriously. And I don't mean the drinking yourself under the table alone kind of letting loose.
A lifetime ago.
Exactly. Then just sit back, stop thinking about lupus, and stare at the screen. That's what they do in the movies. Anyway, the place is crawling with cops and secret agents.
Secret agents?
Forget it, Sonny. Just watch the movie.
Okay, Mon. You got a deal. Thanks for coming, Mon. Really.
You're welcome, Boss Bird. Now be quiet.
That was...
awful.
so tacky.
And so long.
And, romantic.
Yeah, but not in a good way.
No, not in a good way. Marty would have loved it.
Don't you feel a little guilty about that?
Yeah, it's killing me.
Okay, let's get out of here.
I'm with you. Let's go.
Here you are, finally.
Hey, what happened?
He's dead.
What?
Eh?
Who's dead?
Me. Well, no, not me, but almost.
Cassidy,
Yes?
take a deep breath and slowly tell me what happened.
Okay,
Der Film ist scheiße.
you're right. So,
So?
Percy, my double,
Oh.
he's dead.
He died? Where?
In the studio. At the film studio where we shot El Wolf.
Is he still there?
Yes, as far as I know. I haven't told the police yet. I'm telling the police right now.
Take it easy. Big breath.
I am calm. Thanks, Monica. You were always so good at this. Remember when...
Okay, we're not gonna get into that now.
Listen, Cassidy, you got a car?
Of course I do. You think I took the bus or what?
Okay, we'll hop in your car and we're on our way.
What? No. No, we're not. My car is a two-seater sports cabriolet, and I'm not leaving Cassandra alone.
Okay, that makes sense. Ah, damn it. Marty took mine.
We can take my car. I'll come back for the boss later.
You sure you don't mind?
But I'm driving.
You got a deal. Let's go.
I'm following you closely.
Okay, Monica ist noch ein bisschen
I
kleiner
don't
als
know
ich
what to
dachte.
say. This really happened. Anyway, let's move on.
Okay, das ist die Frage, hat denn der
El Wolf was filmed here.
wirklich
I
den...
recognize this set.
You do?
Den
You're a
verwechselt?
better detective than me.
Well, if you didn't snore through the movie, you'd recognize it too.
Who, me?
Jetzt in-
I didn't
Spiel
fall
bei Yakuza
asleep.
Oh, come on. You don't have to act in front of me,
Das
Boss
wäre
Bird.
witzig.
Although the location is perfect for it.
Okay, you got me. Anything else you noticed, Miss Detective?
Don't mock me, Sonny. You're getting cocky.
Okay. Let's take a good look around, Mon.
Yeah.
Er ist ein bisschen gewöhnt von Marty, ne?
Oh my goodness. To think that someone was actually killed here.
You've never seen a dead body before, have you?
I didn't say that.
So you have been in a similar situation?
Once, yes. They made us sign a paper saying we couldn't talk about it, and I'm doing that. I don't like to reminisce about that horrible train ride anyway. Oh no, I've slipped up.
That's all right, miss. I think I know what train journey you mean.
It's like death is on our trail.
Dieser
these
verdammte
days.
Zug.
Although it's a terrible thing to say.
Die teasen das blöde Spiel so viel. Das macht mich wahnsinnig.
Calm yourself, Miss Fay. With Sunny Featherland on the case, it won't happen again.
Really? Oh, that's good to hear. Although that's what they said about the other two detectives. But I can't talk about this
Ja,
anymore.
da hatte ich ja vor.
Okay,
Hab ich schon gesagt,
I
das
get
sieht
it.
interessant aus.
And I respect that.
Thank you.
Aber das ist halt richtig smart. Ne?
It's amazing how much money they put into these sets.
Yeah. Whole teams work on them, often for weeks or months. It's really amazing.
But what's the point?
Well, maybe these epic productions are a little over the top, but, you know, these pictures give a lot of animals purpose and hope.
Or maybe these pictures are just blinding them to what's in front of their eyes.
Maybe. But is that so wrong?
Ah, cluck. I don't know. Sometimes I guess it's better to numb reality.
The truth is somewhere between the two extremes, Chief.
Yeah, you're right.
Is that blood?
Or ketchup. Most likely blood.
Looks like he fell here.
Yeah, he spilled some blood, got up, and walked on. Looks like he was struck here.
Maybe he leaned on this before running for the dressing rooms.
Yeah, maybe. I'd like to have a good look around first.
Hab ich nicht schon. Ach, da.
They seem to go from here to the set.
Yeah, the tracks are heading toward the dressing rooms.
This could be where he was attacked.
Pretty good bet. So, he was attacked from behind.
But he made it to the back alive, to the dressing rooms.
Exactly. So they didn't want him dead right away.
It would have been quite dramatic here in the middle of the set.
A worthy message. But they didn't. There has to be a reason.
Oh, dear Percy.
So, what's next?
Well, there's nothing left to do but look at the body.
May the great wild ones have mercy on us.
Let's go. Of course he has his own projector in his dressing room. He probably watches himself on it. El Woof. Jeez, what a terrible film. Gives me the creeps. It's not natural to use fake fur. Just clothes. Costumes, I guess. Everything all right, big guy?
Now do you believe me? Now you can swallow your cynical remarks. I hope they're stuck in your throat.
Okay, I deserved that. Just calm down. We need a clear head and your help.
Really? You mean my help? Help with what?
You may know a lot of things that are insignificant to you, but they're important to us, Cassidy. So please, don't panic and help us out.
Okay, Monica, of course. I'll do what I can. Your voice always calmed me down.
Stop that.
Right. How can you handle this? In the same room with a real corpse?
You get used to it. Believe me, it's not the worst I've seen. Not by a long shot.
Horrible. I imagine your soul must be so dead and colorless. I feel more and more sorry for you.
And I love you more and more, sweetheart.
Do you? Oh, that's sweet.
So.
Why wasn't Percy at the premiere?
Well, as awful as it sounds, the doubles are not real actors. They're not usually invited to these events.
Not even the parties? I've heard that they have some wild bashes after the premieres. By the end, even the police are invited.
Percy was not like that. He avoided the limelight. I'm not surprised he was here when this all happened.
What do you mean?
Percy was a dreamer. He wanted to be me, a great actor. He was probably trying on my clothes and imagining he was me when he was attacked.
I see. Well, thank you.
You're welcome, Detective. Oh, this is so awful.
Könnte das wirklich sein, dass er verwechselt worden ist? Aber gleichzeitig macht es dann auch keinen Sinn, wenn der Mörder dann so... Oh, das ist ja gerade diese Premiere. Oh, er ist zufällig hier. Oh, das passt ja gut.
For the love of the wild ones, it really is him. Percy.
The resemblance is uncanny indeed. Do you think they thought it was you?
I don't know. Maybe, or... maybe I'm gonna puke.
He's got something in his hand.
Are you going to touch it?
Don't worry, I'm wearing gloves. I always wear gloves.
I don't know if I've ever seen you without them.
Maybe one day, Sweet Beak, you might get lucky.
Are you really chatting over a dead body? What is wrong with you two?
Calm down, will you? We're just getting a good look at the scene.
Yeah, professionally. So, what do you see, Boss Bird?
It's some kind of note. Maybe a letter.
Remarkable observation, Detective.
Now I'm definitely going to throw out my lunch. For the love of the wild ones, it really is him.
Okay, was haben wir da Schönes? Blutiger Brief. Sehr verehrter Mr. Lupus, da wir die Premiere Ihres großartigen Projekts nicht stören wollen, haben für diese letzte Nachricht Ihre Garderobe hinterlegt. Sie werden keine weitere Nachricht mehr erhalten, aber jetzt werden wir die Dinge selbst in die Hand nehmen. Mit freundlichen Grüßen, M.
Farewell message. I told you they were going to kill me.
Sincerely, M.
Make the Mischling. Den kenne ich jetzt nicht, aber ich hätte jetzt erstmal Mick.
Mongrel Mick. That son of a...
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, it's obvious. Mick. Mongrel Mick. Can't be anything else. Son of a bitch won't even hide it.
What makes you think it's him?
Philmar, what the cluck are you doing here?
Yeah, I just saw you two running away. Of course, I followed you.
This is a police matter. Sorry, you can't be at the crime scene.
Aw, come on, cut the crap, Sonny. Just let me help you. So what's up? What do you got?
Another bird brain might actually do some good.
All right. Mick is the head of the Golden Fang. Am I right?
Everyone knows that.
Even me.
They've been camped out in the middle of the hive lately.
I knew that too.
Do you know where?
Nobody knows that.
Nobody so far. But I've got a hunch.
And? What's that got to do with anything?
Mr. Lupus was going to have his face on a product. A product in which the Golden Fang has a big stake. A product owned by Mick's former boss.
Feathery hell. M-E-A-T?
Exactly. I'm beginning to understand why it was so important to have this cheap meat substitute promoted by a face everyone knows.
And who's a loyal friend of the king.
That's the elephant in the room.
Or rather, Wolf.
Furry heavens, don't get me involved.
It's a good theory. But still just a theory, right? This bloody letter with the monograms. Very little to go on.
Indeed. But it's a start. I'm gonna need Marty for this.
Okay. So, Phil, wo bist du? Hier nicht mehr? Okay.
I think we should show him something. Next time, but not now. Huh? Ah, for cluck's sake. Let's see, how about no? Next time, but not now.
Okay, kann ich denn hier was anderes?
Let's go.
Okay. Habe ich hier irgendwas übersehen? Na, guck mal. Gegenstände halten. Was immer das war. Lupus Musikbox. Selbe Spieluhr, die wir auf Lupus Schrott haben. Okay. Das soll ich mir auf jeden Fall.
Can you tell me what this is?
Some kind of voodoo thing? I have no idea. I've never seen it before in my life. Wait, are you telling me you found this weird thingy here?
That's right. So are you absolutely sure you've never seen it before?
Do I look like the kind of man who'd play with something like this?
Well, then the killer left it here.
It's a message.
What does the box itself say?
I don't think the box itself is the message. Or maybe just part of it. But this box is also a toy. And an instrument.
Do you think it has to be solved?
Maybe, but, I don't know. I've never been good at that sort of thing. I'm tone deaf.
Oh, give me that. I'll take a look.
Okay, Mon. The glory's all yours.
Hör die Melodie an und spiel die Noten nach, um den Spiel zu öffnen. Oh, das ist falsch. Ach so. Yay. Oh, shit. Also immer noch nicht.
Success.
So, what is it?
Honestly, I've never seen anything like it.
Neither have I. But it must be important if it was hidden in there.
It could be. Or maybe they're trying to throw us off the trail.
That's possible, but we'll never know until we find out what this thing is.
Yeah.
Ja, also das soll so wahrscheinlich schon ein Hinweis sein, ne? Weil so, hey, ich lasse das hier liegen, damit ihr das findet. Aber da so einmal Lego gucken. Jesus. Ja, gut, da habe ich nicht gewonnen, die Auktion, aber bei dem Preis bin ich auch nicht traurig drum. Gut, haben wir das geklärt.
Just close. Nothing suspicious.
So, dann wollen wir mal schauen, was da drauf steht. Dann setzen wir das Blatt mit einer Art Handschrift.
What do you think, Boss Bird?
I didn't take the threat seriously, and now look. We got a dead body. Blood Boil's gonna chew my drumsticks.
It's not your fault. Don't beat yourself up over it. Everyone was focused on the premiere, and this poor guy was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
It's no coincidence he was here. The guy was set up. That's part of the message.
Well, it's pretty drastic for a message.
But why do I get the feeling that this is all just a diversion?
Because it probably is. But what are they trying to distract us from?
Good question.
So.
Have you ever seen anything like this, Phil?
As a matter of fact, I have. I've had a bit too much to drink, though, so the letters are all over the place.
Come on, this is important.
All right, okay. So, I've seen something like it before. It's kind of writing.
Can you read it?
Me? Nah, it's not just any writing, Sonny. It's insect writing.
Okay. Can you translate it?
Only an insect can read it.
Well, that shouldn't be a problem.
Well, hang on, darling. You're not very familiar with the hive, so you may not know, but this kind of writing is no longer used. Not even by insects. It's well known that everyone has used the common alphabet now for about...
Well known, huh? Well, cluck you. So we need to find an insect who's either old enough or well-versed in this sort of antique stuff.
Well, at least that's the route I'd take.
Thanks, Phil.
Hey, Sonny.
Yeah?
Are you sure you want to go down this road? This whole thing looks like a game of cat and mouse to me. In fact, it smells more like a trap.
I can't help it, Phil. A friend of mine's dead, and Marty's in the middle of it. I'm not gonna let that happen to him, too.
Well, then watch your back, darling. That's all I'm saying.
When did you get so sensitive?
Me? I didn't. But Monica would be heartbroken if anything happened to you.
Hey, that's not true.
Really?
Let's go.
What about the wolf, hotshot? Isn't it your job to protect him?
Good question. But I don't think he's in danger anymore.
They just killed his double.
That's just it. If they wanted him dead, they could have killed him too. But if you're so worried about it, you look after him until Blood Boil and the others arrive.
What do you take me for? A babysitter?
A good-hearted hawk, deep inside. Oh, and by the way, are you following me?
Okay, I get it. You convinced me. I'll take care of it if you stop asking questions.
Sometimes I think it's just boredom that makes you act so mysteriously.
Maybe it is, but maybe I'm hiding some secrets.
Sure. See you around, darling.
Will do, Chicken Lips.
Okay, also ich gehe mal davon aus, so die Lösung wird wahrscheinlich sein, dass wir einfach zur Spider Queen gehen. Okay, ich darf noch nirgendwo hingehen.
Maybe later.
Let's just get this over with.
Better not go in there. It's not pretty.
I'm happy to oblige, sir.
Now what? So, what's our next step?
Now I take you home.
How? On your back?
No. I mean, you're gonna take me to Marty's, and then you're gonna go to your home.
Are you kidding me, Sonny? That's not how it works. I want to help you, and I will.
And I adore you for it, Mon, but you can't. I gotta do this alone. I mean, me and Marty.
You think you can just whistle and I'll jump anytime? And then when you don't need me anymore, you drop me?
What? No, Mon. I just don't want you to get hurt. That's all. Just trust me.
I'll take you to Marty. But promise me you'll come down to the station and tell me what you've got when you're done with all this. Okay?
I will, Mon.
Good.
Gut. Darf ich jetzt gehen?
Oh, hello. I see you've already replaced me, Sonny. First Lewis, then Mon. You advertise in the classifieds?
Ah, Marty, come on.
Hey, Marty. Don't worry, I'll be on my way. That's all the rooster ever needed me for.
Geez, Mon, you're not mad at me, are you?
Hey, what's the matter? What's happened? What's the gossip?
I'll tell you in the car. Okay, Marty, what did you find out?
Well, it's not good news.
Come on, spit it out.
I know where the factory is. If that's where Mick's hiding, we can bust him.
But that is good news.
It should be. But they're guarding it like a fortress. Barbed wire, watchtowers, everything you can imagine. Those bastards don't even hide the fact that that's not just a factory, but the headquarters of a criminal gang.
They're confident. It's our fault. We shouldn't have left them alone.
You mean the insects or the gang?
The whole Segregation Act. It's almost like it was because of the factory.
Nah, even the Golden Fang clan isn't that powerful.
Not by themselves, Marty. But we need to find out what's on this paper. I'll be damned if the two things aren't connected. So, young fella, both roads lead to Roachtown. We're going into the Hive.
Hey, title drop.
What?
Nothing.
So, you asked around?
The Fang was the most revealing. Anyone I mentioned that we'd found one of these would immediately shut up. I don't know, it's like there's clan spies on every corner.
Because they are. They're deeply embedded in the fabric of the Hive.
No wonder. Zero police presence. Basically, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, but not for long.
That's the spirit.
Okay, okay.
Listen, buddy, I'm sorry you weren't at the premiere.
No, Sonny. At first, I thought I was gonna be sorry too. But it felt good to leave that place.
How come?
You left everything to me. Even your car. While you were suffering, and I know that party was really painful for you. So, that felt good. Thanks, Big Boss.
Ah, come on, give me a break.
No, I'm serious. That meant a lot to me.
Okay, don't get all sentimental. We got work to do.
Yeah, right.
By the way, the movie sucked.
What? No, you're just saying that.
So, how did it go with, Laura?
You know, it could have been worse.
That's not very encouraging.
I guess we're staying together. For now, but I have to change.
But why? You're perfect.
Yeah, but I don't think Laura can keep up with this life.
You being a chicken policeman?
We're here now in the dead of night.
But it doesn't have to be this way, Marty. You can always say no.
I know, Boss Bird. But, you know, I don't want you to kill yourself.
Hey.
What do you think I've been doing for over a decade? Protecting your ass.
All right, let's just drop it. Hope you took care of the car.
I've never been so careful of anything in my life, Sonny.
Good.
Although I'm surprised I made it here alive.
Well, a lady like that, you gotta know how to handle her.
Well, speaking of handling ladies, I'll be going. Glad I could help, boys. Take care of yourselves.
Thanks, Mon. You know, we're in your debt for life. I mean that.
Well, maybe you can buy me a cup of coffee someday. If you make it through the night.
I'll try.
Ooh, that's cute.
Shut up, Marty.
So what's up? Where to next?
We need to get back to the hive. But first, we need to gather our thoughts.
Well, there's much to unravel, that's for sure.
Ja, okay. Dann wollen wir mit der Ergebniskette losgehen. Also. So, mysteriöse Drohung. So, du hast eine bekommen. So, gegen einen Filmstar. Ein Aufschlussreich. Wahrscheinlich wurde das Tor angesetzt wurde. So. Filmstudio. So, eine Setzung neu mit Insekteninschrift. Könnte Frank damit was zu tun haben. Das haben wir nicht. So. Neues Thron eingesetzt. Achso, okay.
Someone has threatened Mr. Cassidy Lupus, the famous movie star. The threat was based on photographic evidence of the wolf having a romp with a famous writer. Filmar says the message was written in some kind of ancient insect writing, which could have something to do with the disappearance of the bodies and Frank.
Ja, wie ist das?
The insect writing and the disappearance of Frank's body. Are these two things really connected, or am I chasing ghosts? Either way, all roads lead to the hive. As we slowly left downtown Clawville, and the ominous outlines of the hive's buildings began to appear, a kind of panic took over. "Turn back," screamed a voice in my skull. I knew I was going to need an insanely strong cup of coffee before we crossed the border into Roachtown. Luckily, Zip's coffee shop was right on the border, like a last beacon on a raging sea. I gotta have a coffee, otherwise I won't survive the night.
Rough one, huh? It must be awful mingling with so many rich and famous people.
Guess what? It really was. And that movie.
Ah, was it really that bad? But I still want to see it.
Trust me, you don't want to do that.
There's no justice in the wilds.
There sure ain't.
Hey, Paperboy. Ein bisschen Zeitung fressen?
Hey, Pip, tell me, are you cold?
Cold, sir?
You look a little underdressed for this time of year.
I'm not cold, sir. All that shouting keeps me warm enough.
Well, I guess.
And Mr. Mullen always brings me a hot chocolate from the cafe.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Indeed it is, sir.
Here's the latest chronicle. Don't leave it out.
Maybe this little...
Hey, Pip, you got any news?
Does the king have a new mistress? The crown denies it.
Furry hell, Marty. Don't encourage him. He'll blow my head off.
Elwolf premieres tonight. But what are the chicken police doing at the event? Here's the new Clawville Chronicle.
Wait, what?
Here's the new issue, sirs.
What do you mean, what are the chicken police doing at the event? This just happened. Or it's still happening.
I don't write the news, sir. I just deliver it.
This is the Clawville Chronicle.
Stop shouting, will ya? We're standing right here.
You hear that, Sonny? News travels fast around here.
And there's a mole at the station.
I have a bad feeling about these sects.
You always have a bad feeling, Marty.
Yeah, true. But sometimes I'm right.
That's why you use a shotgun, huh?
Yeah, you don't have to aim and you still have a good chance of scoring.
Das ist richtig. Hail to the shotgun.
So, the chicken police are back in action, eh?
Yeah, just a quick routine job.
Oh, yeah, I heard that one before.
This'll be the last one. I mean it.
Oh, yes, sure. You just go ahead, boys. I believe in you.
We're going to the slaughterhouse, old beaver. Any advice?
You're going to get yourselves into the hive, huh? Then I wish you all the courage in the world. And of course, a shotgun.
Finally, somebody speaking my language.
Anything else, Pops?
Don't get yourself killed, sonny boy, or who'll be godfather to Martin's little chick?
What the?
I haven't asked him yet, Pops.
It shouldn't be such a surprise anyway. After all, who else could it be? Zip?
What? Don't even say that.
Quiet. He'll hear you. Then who knows what he'll put in our coffee.
You're right there.
Okay, jetzt mal wiederholen.
Any useful news from the...
They say the clan is on full alert, and the web has retreated to their secret hideouts.
They're expecting a war, right?
What do you expect when you go there?
To end this before war breaks out.
Then I wish you boys every success, because we don't have much time, and I'm afraid we won't have another chance either.
Tell me, are you still doing shady business?
What, me? I'm different now, Sonny. I'm not the same raccoon I used to be. I'm an ex-con raccoon.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it, trash lurker.
Look around, old bird. This is the new me, shiny and all.
Yeah, sure. We'll see.
Hey, you two, still alive?
Why shouldn't we be?
Little birds were tweeting that you were swooping in and out of the hive like it was your own. It's a wonder your heads are still on your shoulders.
Maybe it's our charm.
And because we're fearless police detectives.
Yeah, sure. I don't need the goat shit. So what do you need? I don't want to get involved in any of the hive stuff. I got enough problems as it is.
What kind of hive stuff?
Oh, give me that, Sonny. I'm not buying your detective mind tricks. You know what I'm talking about. The place is a big pile of TNT that's been lit a long time ago. Maybe it was you two.
Why is everyone bringing that up?
Listen, Zip, this is important. There are some things we'd like to ask you. You've got a perfect view of the hive, and you seem to have the right contacts inside.
Don't flatter me, Sonny. I'm not that easy, but, I've made some useful friends over the years, that's for sure.
Well, this is the perfect time to serve the public good, buddy.
Public good my ass. Well, okay. Spill your guts.
Achso. Neues Thema.
We visited Queen Zenaida. Can you tell us anything about her, old beaver?
Ah, the Great Web, am I right? Quite a woman, huh?
Well, it's not often you get to mingle with living legends. Except you, of course, Pops.
All right, the smooth talk's still going, I see. But let me tell you something about that woman and the Great Web.
We're listening.
As much as they seem weak and vulnerable now, and even to be at the forefront of the insect cause like some kind of freedom fighters, we must not forget who they are and where they come from.
What exactly do you mean?
You know. Until the Segregation Act was passed, before the insects were isolated from the outside world, the Great Web preyed on them, just as the Clan does now.
You mean all that we're reformed rhetoric is just a cover?
I'm sure they mean it sincerely now. After all, if insects are suffering, there's nothing to take from them. But once things improve, they'll be back to being the predatory tyrants they used to be.
Well, thanks for your honest thoughts, Pops.
Don't mention it. That's all you get from me, sonny boy. Honesty and bad beaver jokes, of course.
Oh, yes, the famous beaver jokes. You got one up your sleeve right now, don't you?
Of course I do. So, I went to Nautica last time, but I didn't stay long.
How come?
There's something fishy about that place.
Oh, that was awful, old-timer. How can Desiree stand it?
She can't. That's why I'm here.
We had a little trip into the hive, old beaver. How can I say?
Not a heartwarming experience, am I right? I remember when it was a real buzzing, lively place. Wonderful people, fantastic food. That too, Martin. I know you spent half your teenage years there. That too, Martin. I know you spent half your teenage years there.
I used to love hanging around the Honeyfall Tower and
Warum
getting
war
into
der,
trouble
die
with the
Line jetzt
boys.
doppelt?
Well, these are different times now. We've spoiled everything for the future generations.
Hey, you're not supposed to be so ominous, Pops. In fact, you're usually the one who pours the spirit into us.
All is not lost, even I know that. But there's less and less hope.
We'll make sure there's still some hope, old beaver.
Yeah, I know, sonny boy. You were always a hopeless dreamer deep inside, despite your grim and pragmatic exterior.
See? That's what I always tell him.
So, oh, da ist ein bisschen...
We visited the famous Queen of the Hive, Zip. What do you know about her?
Mostly what the insects and the animals that come here gossip about. All kinds of contradictory tales. More like legends.
She's quite another worldly woman, that's for sure.
From what I've heard, she's a lot like my dear Mama. And Mama always said, respect all women, son, because you never know which one is a witch.
A witch? You serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. Wicked spellcasters and potion makers. She'll throw a curse at you if you don't behave, and then 7 years of bad luck for you.
And you believe in that stuff?
It's not a question of whether I believe or not, boys. Mama told me, and what Mama says is sacred.
Amen.
Amen indeed.
Ja. Hör auf deine Mama. Sowas finde ich irgendwie immer niedlich. Das hat Mama mir erzählt. Und Mama erzählt keinen Scheiß.
So what do you know about this MEAT?
It's a meat substitute. The cheapest and yet the best one. It crushed the competition like it wasn't even there.
And the new factory?
The old textile factory was converted into this new plant. And it's huge. So big, you can be sure it's not just producing for the city.
They're going for world domination?
With a product like this, they'd be stupid not to. They can't make it as fast as it sells.
And the king? What does he say about this?
Nothing. Or maybe his paw's also involved. Who knows?
Well, we have to get a can of this. I want to know exactly what's in it.
I got one right here. You want a sample? $5 Clovillion bucks.
What? But Zip, this is public interest. It's a police matter.
If you have a warrant, you can seize it. Otherwise, $5. You want it or not, cheapskate?
You're such a piece of crap, Zip. Here you go.
Thanks, my man. Here's your can.
Ja, Bubu hat ja gesagt, der analysiert das.
What's the mood like inside?
What kind of mood? No mood there, sonny. just misery and anger in their purest form.
How the hell did we get here?
I suppose it was a rhetorical question, but the answer is simple. Our beloved king made some stupid decisions. Putting the insects behind walls was just fuel for an already blazing fire. Now these flames threaten the entire city.
When will they reach us? Today? Tomorrow?
Who knows? Any moment now. And the closure of the textile factory has made matters worse.
And the MEAT plant. Doesn't it provide more jobs?
Fuck that. They're moving the animals by bus through the hive. In and out, in and out. Not a single insect works there.
But why? Why risk it? They could end up having the place burnt down by furious, starving insects.
I don't know, Sonny. You'd need a detective for that. Are they hiding something? Well, ask them.
Wahrscheinlich, weil arbeiten keine Insekten da, weil da Insekten zu Fleisch verarbeitet werden.
Go into that fortress? Good luck, Roosters. It was nice knowing you.
Cluck, I'm having deja vu. It's like this conversation has already happened once.
More than once. But we always survived, didn't we?
A rooster walks into a meat market until he ends up on the counter.
What kind of saying is that?
I just made it up. Clever, huh?
Don't you worry about us, Zip. We're not gonna barge in unprepared.
Maybe ask old Blood Boil for a tank. The posters say he's got one.
Ha. Very funny, Zip.
Not a bad idea.
We're not asking anybody for a tank, Marty.
Er ist auf einem Foto in einem Panzer. Und scheinbar ist der Panzer Rollstuhl-tauglich. Deswegen ist das gar nicht so verkehrt.
Hey, Zip. Frank's been here many times. Did he mention what he was working on?
Nah, not really. You know, Sonny, Frank's a crazy bug. He's always cryptic and talking in riddles. I'll be a goat if I know what he means sometimes.
And the clan? Has he had run-ins with them?
Now that you mention it, yeah. Partly about me. You know, Mick wanted to get this place for himself. Then Frank and Moses took him out of business.
You think that could have put Frank in danger?
Maybe. But who's not in danger in and around the hive, huh?
Yeah, right. Okay, thanks, Zip. Watch your back.
Thanks, Sonny. Old age made you sentimental, huh?
Clock off, trash panda.
Now that's the Sonny I know.
So, letzte Frage für heute.
Guess what? Fillmore thinks he knows where your tail is.
Is that old hawk still alive? He's hiding in the hive, is he?
Doesn't have to hide. He seems to be getting some pretty good assignments there. He looks like he just hatched from an egg.
You're kidding me.
No, we're dead serious.
So what do you know about my tail? Oh, it's weird saying it out loud like that.
Mick has a secret headquarters somewhere in the hive, but we don't know exactly where it is.
The hive, huh? I'm not surprised. The damn monkey's been down there for a while, and I have an idea where he might be.
You know where the secret headquarters of the Golden Fang clan is, and you didn't tell us?
Why didn't you ask?
Oh, I'll skin you alive one day, Zip. I swear.
Did you hear they closed down that old textile factory?
Sure, kind of related to our case.
So, what do you think they built there, huh? Of course, it's a bloody meat factory. I mean, the MEAT.
That meat substitute again. It's all over the news.
Not yet, but it soon will be. The stuff is spreading everywhere. Cheap and delicious. What more do you need?
It stinks.
I don't know. I like the smell of it.
No, I mean, there's something stinky about it.
Your nose holes don't lie, old bird. That very place has become the Golden Fang's super secret headquarters.
A meat plant?
Funny, ain't it?
Amazing. If what you say is true, that's where your tail will be. And we'll bring it to you.
You'd break into a high-security gangster HQ just for me? I'm not gonna lie. I'm quite touched by what I'm hearing, boys.
No, Trash Panda. We got serious business there.
Oh.
But while we're there, we'll get your family heirloom.
Well, that's all my good mother left me.
What about your famous optimism and love of life?
Shut up, Marty.
Gut. So, was hat denn da? Achso, die Dose. Eine Dose aus der Mietfleischfabrik. Sie sorgt dafür, dass ich mir aus erklärlichen Gründen der Magen umdrehen. Trotzdem trage ich sie mit mir herum. Das könnte hier beim wertvolles Beweismaterial. Ja, guck mal, können wir schon zu Bubo? Okay, müssen wir doch nochmal hier was schnacken. So, aber das machen wir hier erstmal. Schluss. Ja. Ja, gut. Und dann machen wir hier erstmal Feierabend. Und ja, ich wünsche euch jetzt erstmal ein schönes Wochenende. Gute Erholung. Wir sehen uns dann am Montag um 19:30 Uhr wieder in alter Frische. Aber ihr Lieben, und bis zum nächsten Mal. Bye bye.